This is grade 8, chapter 7, part 2, volume of a prism. So this is continued. So we need a formula to determine the volume of a right rectangular prism. If we're dealing with a right rectangular prism, we know that it's the base, or the area of the base, times the height. And we know that the area equals length times width times the height. So therefore, the formula can be the length times the width times the height. And that's how we get 3. So if we put our finger on if you put a finger on the vertex of a rectangular prism, the length, the width, and the height will always meet your finger. Remember that, because if you're dealing with this, always all 3 will meet one vertex when you put your finger on it. So let's determine the volume of the right rectangular prism. So as we go through this, we know that the height, it's 4 times 3 times 2. Well, 4 times 3 is 12 times 2, so that it's 24. And this is centimeters, centimeters, centimeters. There are 3 centimeters, so centimeters cubed. So the volume of the right rectangular prism is 24 centimeters cubed. Determine the volume of this cube. So you should be able to do this at home or wherever you're watching this video, but 5 centimeters times 5 centimeters times 5 centimeters equals 25 times 5, and this is centimeters squared, and this is centimeters. So 25 times 5 is 125 centimeters cubed. So what is the volume of the rectangular right prism? So you should be able to do this at home. I'm going to do it here and just post the answers. So this answer is 170 centimeters cubed, because again, 4 times 5 times 8.5, and there's 3 centimeters. The next one is and that equals 27 centimeters cubed. If you're not sure how we got to that, please come see me. So here's a volume to solve a problem. When Katie opened a new box of oat crunches, she noticed that the box was only 5/6 full. So how much space was empty, and why do you think the package often seemed to have empty space when first opened? So the cereal box is a right rectangular prism. We can calculate its volume using the following. So when we go back, we know that it's 30, 18, and 8. So moving forward, we have 30, 18, and 8, and we multiply that all together, and we get 4,320. So the volume of the box is 4,320. The package is 5/6 full, therefore 1/6 is empty, because we're trying to find out how much is empty. So 1/6 times 4,320 divided by 6 equals 720. And you can follow along right here. We take the volume, we multiply that by what's empty, and that's essentially 4,000 times 1, and this is divided by 6, so that equals 720. So there's 720 cubic centimeters of empty space. So the package often seems to be empty because the content's settled when being shipped, and it's good to have a little bit of movement in some stuff as well. So Mr. Chin, this is the final one. So you should be able to do this at home. If you can't do this, please come see me and we can give you more work. But Mr. Chin bought a box of small building blocks for his 4 children. He will give an equal number to each of them. What volume of blocks will each children get? So try this, pause it now, try this at home, and then I'll show you the answer. So it's 20 times 40 times 24. And I'll just do this on my trusty calculator. 20 times 40 times 24 equals 19,200 centimeters cubed. Now, when we divide this by 4, we're dividing it by 4 children, so the centimeters cubed doesn't change. So when we divide this by 4, each child gets 4,800 cubic centimeters of mini building blocks. So I hope you got that. Your homework is at the back of the class. Thanks. If you have any questions, come see me.